Hello to all. Today we are going to discuss about these three programs. We'll solve all these three programs in different ways. First program we'll discuss is write a program to calculate and print a cube of a given number. So let's get start. First start new file. Then I'll add a comment line here. Program to calculate cube of number. So in this program, cube of a number, that means we have to give one number to get one number from user. So I'll use a variable that is n. First I will try the same with the directly assigning a value, that means n equal to 5. Then any variable, another variable that you can use, c equal to cube means n into n. Then print c. First I'll print unformatted output for this program, then save it. I'll name it as cube, then press F5 to run, and cube of 5 is 125. So next we will get the same value from user also, because if we'll assign a fixed value to a variable, then if you will run the same program hundreds of times, the result will be same, because we have assigned a fixed value to a variable. So for this one you have to get value from user. If you want to solve this problem, int input, int function is used to convert a string to a numeric value. Enter a number, then uh, input function closed, then int function closed. Now next the result. Here we are printing unformatted output. If you want to print it in a proper format, then you can do it like that. Cube of %d is equal %d. Then percentage, the name of variable. This %d will be replaced by n, and this %d will be replaced by c. Then I will specify n comma c, then this one. Save the code. When you will make any change in the coding, then you have to save the program, then press F5 to run that code. Now the system is asking you about entering a number. Then first I will specify in 3, then the answer must be 27. Then now the result is here, cube of 3 is 27. So, and we can also use exponentation operator here, like instead of multiplying n into n 3 times, you can also do like that, n multiply 3. Then save it, press F5. Then if you will enter 4, then result should be 64. Then this one is the result. So always when you will create a program, never ever assign a fixed value to a variable on which you are going to perform some calculation. So get that value from user always. For testing purpose you can assign a fixed value, but otherwise you have to assign a value that is input from user. So this one is a program. And next we'll discuss about write a program to calculate average of 5 numbers. So in here, in this program, you have to get 5 numbers from user, because we have to calculate average from given 5 numbers. So that means when you will develop a program, always you have to decide how many numbers of input you want from user. So again we'll start with the new file. I'll close this one, then hash program to calculate average of 5 numbers, then start with getting 5 numbers from user. A is equal to int, then input round brackets into first number. I'll specify, you can specify a shortcut, write the shortcut into first number, then close the bracket, then copy the same code 5 times to speed up your process of development. Then enter second number, third number, fourth number, then fifth number, and change the name of variable also. A, B, C, D and E. So all the 5 values that you get from user will be stored into A, B, C, D, E. Then average, you can also name your variable as according to the purpose of your calculation. That means the name should be identical also. Suppose I will assign a name to variable that is avg. Avg is not a keyword. You can also use here as a x, y, z or any variable name, but I'll use variable with avg name. So a plus b plus c plus d plus e. So to calculate average of 5 numbers, you have to calculate sum of all the values and divide the sum by number of values. So we are having 5 values. So the actual way is to first to calculate the sum, then I'll use another variable avg is equal to sum divide by 5 according to the number of values, and print average is equal to, you can write avg. So save it. I'll save it as average, then press F5 to run the program. Then I'll specify 5 numbers, like 5 numbers, then the average is 3.0. You can also convert the answer to integer by using int function, but that's okay if the system is printing floating value. Then again, if you will, even if you want to print all these values, that the average of A, B, C, D, E is this, then you can also do this, like %d, comma, %d, comma, %d, comma, %d, comma. That is depending on you how you want to print the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is equal to %d. Then you have to specify all the values in same order. Percentage A, comma B, comma C, D, E, comma avg. Then close the brackets. Then now save it. Then press F5 and I'll specify any random values. Now this one is the average of these values. Average of these values. You can also specify average of. Your answer should be clear to end user also. So this is the way how we can create how we can calculate average. You can also do the same like in a single line also. For example, if you don't want to write these two statements, then you can also write like average equal to inside double quotes these values. This statement is also okay if you want to calculate average, but in a single line, if you perform so many calculations, then the complexity of the program will be increased. So according to me, as a beginner, you have to specify multiple statements, simplified statements, to perform some kind of calculations. So that's all about calculating average. Then next we are having write a program to calculate percentage of 5 subject marks. That means if you want to calculate percentage of 5 different subject marks, then again you have to get 5 numbers from user. I'll copy the same code, then you have to calculate the sum of all the subject marks, then a specific program to calculate percentage, then enter first subject marks. The message, query message, should be according to the use also. Then you can also specify the name of subject also, into the marks of science, into the marks of computer, into the marks of maths, etc. But I'm just using subject number. And then after calculating the sum of all the subject marks, then you have to calculate the percentage. I'll use percentage variable PER equals to sum divide by maximum marks. According to this program, I'm using 5 subjects, and out of 100 each subject, then the maximum marks will be 500. But that is depending on the maximum marks from each subject also, multiply by 100. So this one is the mathematical formula to calculate the percentage. So then after that, uh, print percentage equal to percentage d. Or if you want to print the percentage in as a floating number, then you can also, for example, first I will print unformatted PER, only this one. So save it, percentage. I'll give the name to the file percentage, then press F5. Then now I'll give 80 in each subject to check the correctness of my answer, because if you will enter 80 in each subject, then the percentage will be 80 also. Now the percentage is 80. Now you can check that the answer is correct. Now you can give any different numbers in each marks also, in each subject also. So if you want to display it in a formatted order, then I want to print your total marks are this, and percentages is this. You can also print like that, your total obtained marks are percentage d, and percentage is equal to percentage d. Then that means we are using these variables, two values. Total marks are stored inside some variable, and percentage is stored into PER. Then percentage sum comma PER, then close the bracket, save the code, press F5. Now you can see uh, first subject marks, then next, then next, next, next. Your total obtained marks are 411 and percentage is equal to 82, but percentage is here printing in the form of integer number. If you want to print it as a floating number, then you can use percentage f for for displaying the floating value. Then press F5, then give any values that you want, and the percentage is equal to. You can also specify these decimal places in digits also. So that is all about how we can calculate a cube of a given number, average of 5 numbers, and calculate a percentage of 5 subject marks. Thank you very much for watching this video.